So, you're a Christian?
Yes.
Okay. You want to tell me why you believe?
I believe because the existence of God seems to be everywhere in the world, and the intricacies of nature to the simplicity of a child. I see Him everywhere, and that points to a greater power beyond myself.
So how do you go from, if I presume that it takes a God to have a world like this?
Okay.
How do I go from that God is Zeus to the God of the Bible? How do I go from a necessary deity, as you see it, to the God of the Bible?
Well, from what I believe, our God is the only God that has sent a part of Himself to be here and experience with human beings and work within our communities and leave a mark. Whereas all the others, to me, seem legend, or there's no concrete evidence to support.
So you believe that Jesus is a factual historical character?
Yes. Not only a character, but a historical human being that existed.
Okay, so you can establish him in history the same as I could establish General Grant taking Richmond. You could establish the death, resurrection of Jesus the same?
Exactly.
I think so. Okay. Okay, so you're convinced by the facts of history as you understand them?
Yes, and the things that I cannot see.
Okay. Things you cannot see. Want to describe any of that?
The invisible workings of the Holy Spirit. I've experienced it personally myself, as well as many of other Christians that I know.
Okay.
So personal experience.
Okay. I talked to a lot of believers. They've all met somebody. They've all had some kind of experience.
Or met someone in
other words, I've talked to Mormons that have had personal experiences, Jehovah's Witnesses, Muslims, you name it.
Okay.
Almost all believers tell me that they've had some sort of personal experience with their God.
Definitely.
Okay.
And that makes sense to me because God reaches out not just to those who believe, but to others who believe differently.
Well, why wouldn't He tell them what to believe?
Why wouldn't He tell them? Well, because He wants them to come to it on their own way and through seeing His works, not from Him just saying and doing and pushing this and saying, here I am. That's not how.
So then how do you know you believe the right thing?
How do I know? It's because I feel it's right.
But so do other believers.
That's true. That's true. They have their own beliefs, and they're based on what they've learned and their own experiences. Yes.
So how do you know they're wrong? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of contradictions between your beliefs and theirs.
Well, certainly. I strongly believe and know within my heart and in my soul.
But so do they.
That's what's true. That's true. That's their feeling, and I guess I have to address beliefs differently than faith. To believe in something is to feel the need to constantly prove it, and everyone looks for evidence to point to what they feel is right. And faith comes by having evidence, but also knowing within your own soul that something exists. So I guess my take is that other religions, they have beliefs, but they don't have faith in this God. They may have faith in something else, if that makes sense. I hope that's clear.
Okay. So
religion is in no way clear.
All right. So can you tell me why I should believe what you believe?
I believe that you should believe what I believe so that you can be saved and that God can take you with Him when it's time.
Saved from what?
Saved from being lost from Him.
Lost from Him. Want to describe that?
Well, to be with God is to feel complete peace and eternal love, and I believe that everyone should be able to experience that and be close to Him. And when you're not with God, then you lack that, and the feeling of peace that I have within me is something I wish for everyone.
So most people, when they refer to saved, mean life after death. Is that what you're referring to?
Certainly, yes.
Okay, so what happens to those that don't believe after death?
Well, from my understanding, they're lost. They don't go to be with God. We all have our own ideas of where exactly that is.
What's your idea?
My idea is kind of an in-between, not really a place at all. Just kind of being lost within the universe that there is and not in heaven with God. Because there has to be somewhere for everyone to go, is my feeling.
Okay. Well, they're getting started. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Certainly.
Appreciate it.